remember going out with my father to see the comet. It looked like a shooting star. I didn't know then that instead of granting my wish, it would take away everything I had ever cared for.
I think one of the strengths of the comet's curse has been that it's not just one thing. Some people are attracted to the action, some the adventure, some the romance, some the mystery, some the humor. And so it appeals to a bunch of different tastes, and I think that has had a lot to do with why people have embraced it. You know, when I present writing workshops at schools, kids will ask about the writing process, and I always have to talk about the discipline, you know, keep your butt in the seat. A lot of writers, I've noticed, talk about how lonely it is, that it's a lonely life to be a writer, because you're essentially by yourself, you know, pecking away there. I don't know. I don't look at it as being lonely. I'm kept company by the characters, which you have to hesitate saying that because now it almost sounds like you've got voices in your head. I'm hearing characters as I'm sitting there. They're talking. I tell you, they're talking to me. But the writing process is mostly, it's discipline. You just have to make the time to sit down and kind of immerse yourself in that world. In my case, I'm immersing myself on a starship heading to another world. So I can't wander too far away, except when I go to the fridge, which is a lot. Yes, there are definitely themes in the comet's curse. One of them is a theme of how people deal with loneliness, especially kids, how they handle loneliness. There's some romance, there's some adventure, but honestly, the thing that was most important to me was to make sure that I wrote something that was just fun to read.
The virus rained down upon the earth on comet dust, an enemy so small and silent that no one noticed until it was too late. It only affected adults, not teenagers. That's why I'm still alive. Dr. Zimmer came up with a plan. Send a lifeboat to another galaxy. A spaceship filled with 251 of the brightest teenagers on Earth whose mission it would be to jumpstart human civilization on a new world. I was appointed captain of Galahad.
It's pretty interesting when I get feedback from people on the comet's curse. What they're interested in depends on who they are. A lot of the boys who read the book, their favorite thing is the action, the adventure. They like the airboarding that's in the book. Girls will write to me and they have questions about the characters and the relationships between the characters. And then the adults who are fans of the book tend to ask the questions like, who cuts their hair? I'm also a morning radio host in Denver, Colorado, the Dom and Jane Show. And I also have a foundation that I've created for young people. It's called the Big Brain Club. It's a site and foundation that helps kids not only develop their own creative spark, but helps them overcome the peer pressure that they feel these days to dumb down in order to fit in and be considered cool. And so there's a lot that I'm involved with, but I'm really lucky because I'm passionate about all of it and I enjoy all of it. So they don't seem like jobs to me. Well, they do. They ask a lot of questions. I mean, they're curious about writing and the books. You know what they ask? They say, what happened to the rest of her face? There's a pretty cool website for the Comet's Curse and the Galahad series. It's called clubgalahad.com. A lot of great content that you won't find in the books. We also have some space science news, and we have great links to some really fascinating stories that are really entertaining. I think you'll like that. There's free downloads. There will be some music available on the site that I can't talk about yet, but which is coming here before too long. Again, that's clubgalahad.com. You should sign up right now. What do people like about the Comet's Curse? Well, I hear from... Did you just hear that? Did you hear my stomach? My stomach, I have not eaten today. So I don't know if you picked up on the rumble. So, are we almost done? Because I'm starving.